What's an Auntie's choice monstrosity doing here? Have you come to spy? So confusion and disruption, I'll not have it.
Good, 'cause I ain't bringing it. Though if you're that desperate to test my patience, by all means, keep it up.
Patience. As if you infiltrators possess as much, feverishly raising our lands wherever you go. You are fortunate that I've been ordered not to open fire unless fired upon.
They never listen to sound advice, do they?
Some folk are dead set on going their way, even if it's straight out an airlock.
I will not suffer an outsider to trespass and trample further through our lands. Turn back from this bridge now, lest my ever-depleting prudence be spent. Yes. They are corporate degenerates who threatened our dominion and way of being. When we captured them, we hanged them as a warning. Now the capitalist scourge's advancement has ended. Their morale is shattered, and they do not dare encroach. I dare say this spectacle served its purpose well. If you are an enemy of the Protectorate, you will be judged. May we all take heed of such a warning. Out of the question. Must I repeat myself? If you are not a loyal Protectorate subject, you will not cross this bridge. Be grateful I do not judge with such haste as my superior to the north, Brigadier Montelli. He's been fervent of late, looking for any Protectorate subjects who have displayed disloyalty in his estimation. Any associations with wrongdoers results in swift execution. That has, unfortunately, put many folk in his sights, myself included. And so we wait for the proverbial axe to fall. Well, don't you have a penchant for solving problems? You know, I may have a use for such an attitude. I know of 2 traitors who yet remain on this island. Bring them to me, and I'll dispose of them before the Brigadier questions my loyalty and deems me guilty by association. In return, I shall grant you clearance to cross the bridge. Fair exchange, wouldn't you say?
This is exactly the manner of depravity we mean to free these folk from. I know we gotta cross the bridge, but there must be an alternative. One that don't involve an executioner.
Trial. When their crimes are as clear as the Sovereign's blue skies? We may not ascribe to your laws, but do not assume that I think lightly of taking a life. These traitors have committed grave offenses, ones that would be punished without question. It's not at all the same as the indiscretions the Brigadier damns his people for.
So much for the Protectorate's self-proclaimed unity and order.
Do not mock us. There's a wide gulf between justice and madness, and many interpretations of the law land on the right side. You see the difference, do you not? How very astute. To my point, our forces on the island are dwindling rapidly. Not just from the fighting, but from treachery. Or from seeing treachery where there is none. I am seeking to preserve our forces by punishing the true wrongdoers. After all, it is rather impossible to uphold one's sovereign-given duties if one is deceased. Now, will you accept my offer, or will you finally get out of my sight? I commend you for your eager interest. I think 2 traitors in particular. First is Ida Rutledge, a worker at Spire Grove. I once had utmost respect for her. We were, oh damn it all, we were friends. When the Grove went silent during the invasion, I assumed she'd fought to the death as any subject would. But reportedly, she's not only failed to die, but is also teaching the enemy soldiers how to use the equipment. Conspiring against us. Such treachery is unconscionable. What? How do you know this? Let me see that. Yes. Yes! This does appear to be hers. Unfortunately, there are reports of the Harvester having been repaired in the wake of her sabotage. Though her triumph may not have endured, it was a good effort nonetheless. Should Montelli deign to interrogate me for my associations, I'll be certain to inform him of her patriotism. Ah, now that is pleasing to hear. May that horror disturb their sleep in the nights to come. Well done, you. For your diligence. With that matter sorted, I simply require the second traitor in hand, Charlton Weintraut of Westport. It should not escape your notice that we share the same surname. He too failed to die defending his home during the invasion alongside the other residents of Westport. They'll be seen to in time. But Charlton, well, I must deal with him personally. Oh, how I anticipate wiping that smug expression off his face. Are these orders clear? I am not. And with luck, I will not have to pull his once justice has been meted. Anyone who allowed the enemy to overrun their land is a traitor. So yes, my dear cousin must answer for his crimes. Now go on, seek out Charlton and send him here, if you wish to cross the bridge. But beware if you step out of line. Other subjects may not be so generous with their deal-making as I. Farewell. I've been mulling on the information about Ida. Such blessed tidings indeed. But I will not be sated until my cousin is at my mercy. Good. I can't wait to see the look on his face when I capture him.
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
The paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and as history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and a lack of community led to
Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure I ought to be speaking with you. If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile.
Hogarth. Milver Street reckons he's the key to converting this town. Let's bring him the good news of Auntie's choice, shall we?
Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate. Apologies, but I don't believe I should be discussing such matters with you without permission. Once you report to the Vigilant, I'd be happy to speak freely. Word to the wise, despite what you might hear, we still consider ourselves part of the Protectorate. Anyone spots an outsider engaging in misdeeds might just open fire.
We're all in this together.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as
How empty are the lives of anti-subjects that they need to rely on consumerism to find meaning?
the pleasant atmosphere and rich natural resources
The
represent
matriarch and sovereign chose Eden. Appeared right out of the aether. Just as I imagine our proud sentinels do. Like, here I am, your innermost thoughts are known to me, and nobody once hears from you again. Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos, illustrating my steadfast fidelity. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the sovereign. That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Charlton Weintraub.
or the base individualists within Auntie's choice. So don't fret.
Me? Moved to Fair? Why, even if it was still held by our proud protectorate, I've been assigned here. Everything is in its proper place within the paradigm.
Your job with pride. Keep
Would a true ally speak so plainly? Or coolly remark with some cryptic double entendre? Straight talk seems more the province of hidden agents, savvily angling to trick somebody. If you were a sentinel, or in some sentinel-adjacent role, I'd of course be honored to have you inspect my belongings. Unfortunately, my house is currently besieged by Crabbles. In any case, back to it.
It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
Under protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative indoctrinatory falsity.
electronic doodads, no permanent roles, just good old-fashioned freedom. In fact, the former protectorate subjects now abiding in Fairfield are free to choose any vocation.
Looks like a fight.
Ready to waste on your command.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander. I hate to ask for help, but help? back in business.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just get the signal.
It's a brawl!
Sit or sprint? Typical predicament for an anti-bottom runger like me. Wish I never snuck in here to begin with. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Nah, it was a great idea. So much stuff for the taking around here. Motherload of loot.
This looks
We
like
need
the
to get me
place.
back in the sprague race.
Oh, I haven't felt this high
Just
strung
didn't
since
account for all
Horizon
these
Point.
Crabbles. Real fly in the old ointment. I could just sit tight, live lean off all these supplies, hunt the Crabble skedaddle, or maybe open the door and bust.
Howdy, Zeb.
Seems like
You
a
look-
good idea. Nah, it's a great idea.
Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
Zeb, this is the commander I told you about. One in charge of the Horizon Point mission.
So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine.
Hang fire, Commander. Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting.
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once!
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart. That was one of my operatives. I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the moment. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please. It has to do with the location of a vault rumored to house the Protectorate's greatest technological advancements, including its skip drive designs. That's all I'll say for now.
I am. Without question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. I'm certain Niles remembers it. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you, should you be discovered.
Not to worry. This is exactly the sort of thing we're trained to handle.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure you recall.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
I'll answer what I can. If you must know, it was my sister. A neighbor reported her for some misconduct and she was taken to be refreshed. I never heard what her alleged crime was meant to be. The woman who returned was nigh unrecognizable. The injustice of it rattled me. And once I began to look into what had happened, the more discomfort I felt. Then I met Niles. He told me the truth about other colonies. Made Arcadia feel so small, claustrophobic, repressive. And my smoldering resentments became a full conflagration. Stop there. I know what you would ask, but I've done my best to put that unpleasant experience behind me. Please respect my wish to avoid reopening closed wounds. The Crabbles? They keep people away who might otherwise stumble into my operation here. I feel kindly toward them. Ah, of course. Hogarth and his unfortunate charges would be top of mind if you've explored the nearby settlement. I sympathize with the plight of those in Westport. They want nothing to do with me, of course, or anyone outside the Sovereign's grace, which has been to my benefit. I do believe that one day, the truth of the Protector's iniquity will be too obvious to ignore. But for now, Not even a crowbar could pry open all those shut eyes. Do you always put your hands on other people's things? If there's anything I can do to support your endeavor, I will.
Guns locked and loaded. Just give the signal. Appreciate a little help, Commander.
slaughterhouses, and stockyards. Not only does it save the company a fortune, it's so unnaturally sweet, it's almost unbearable.
We believe so much in this delicious
The Outlander I spoke with before. What brings you back around?
testing
Did I? Not again. Oh, this? It's a birthmark, skin condition, both, about which I am rather sensitive, thank you very kindly.
Purple berry crunch. Accept no imitations. The K lets you know it's authentic.
Say, you are every bit you seem, yes? Thoroughly on the up and up and in no way a hidden agent? It is widely known that a sentinel is required to stand revealed before rendering judgment. Why, a plot point about that featured prominently in the latest episode of I, Red Cloak.
Of course you believe everything on the Aether Wave. I guess it would be stranger if you didn't swallow the propaganda, even if it does take some heavy dramatic license.
Say now, no need to get tough. You saw through my ruse, fine. Others in Westport fail to perceive my true nature. I am hardly one of the herd around here. A reference you'll no doubt recognize from those keen Auntie's Choice commercials.
Give Auntie 2 bits, and she'll give you some new glitz. Give Auntie 5 bits.
Ha! The same ones I immoderately reference. You likely guessed their influence right off, what with my assertive attitude and all. I laugh at danger. I hand make my own luck. That character is a revelation. You and I are just like him. Get up and go-getters. Say, did Auntie's Choice send you here? Don't fret. I am exceedingly skilled at keeping secrets. If I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. Do tell. I normally might, but my cousin, the warden there, freely enjoys stringing up Auntie's Choice sympathizers, and Marilyn would grant no reprieve to family.
Salutations! This is DB Milver Street of Fairfield with a special one-time free offer for all Protectorate subjects within and without.
That seems neither prudent nor wise. I value my neck and do not intend to hang. Why, that sounds like something only a true get-up-and-go-getter would have the sand for.
Good old-fashioned freedom. In fact, the former Protectorate subjects now abiding in Fairfield are free to choose any...
Well, all right then. I will pack my things and head out in due course. Glad this world has folks like you just going around helping people realize their enormous unrevealed potential. I, for one, am the better for it.
Without further ado, I hereby...
Be on my way in 2 shakes of a Raptidon's tail, promise. Just need a moment to say goodbye to this place properly.
Self-determination for yourself. So pack your bags and get ready to think for yourself, choose for yourself, buy for yourself with Auntie's
Greetings, non-protectorate wretches. With regret, I must inform you that those outside our glorious society may not take freely from our stocks, as our subjects do. However, I may offer you a limited selection of premium items for moderate respective fees.
With a direct message.
Initiating.
Just listening in. I'm afraid you've been fed a lot of hooey about all of us at Auntie's Choice. Your so-called superiors would have you believe we're unscrupulous interlopers, intent on stealing the very bread off your...
That doesn't sound like it.
You reckon individualists ever get tired just thinking about themselves?
Listen to your auntie.
Advertisements help Auntie's folks straighten out their minds.
No, it feels like some kind of punishment. In fact, it feels like Auntie hates me.
Trade and self-betterment throughout the galaxy. As the head of our corporation, I'm here to tell you personally.
I was sad for a moment because my house got submerged in the flooding. But then the wireless told me everything was splendid. Now I feel much better.
Right now, the paradigm needs our houses underwater. Hopefully it'll need them. I wish I could program an automech to feel these feelings I'm feeling. You know,
Well,
instead.
it's infected. Meds don't arrive soon, we'll have to start cutting.
This is all going perfectly according to the paradigm, I guess.
This is that Auntie's
I just
choice
can't
is
wait for it
years
to be
behind
going
us
more
sociologically.
perfectly again.
So they've started the war to grab any part of the paradigm that they can.
To deliberate is to court ruin.
So they see the perfection. Stay true, outsider. May you realign with the paradigm.
You walked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, or weeping lesions. So, I assume you're presently devoid of mortiferous injuries. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle. You haven't heard? When Antis invaded, they broke the seawall. Flooded nearly half the town below, where most of the domiciles were. A number of our subjects drowned. Others got concussed, or even crushed. A few were electrocuted or exposed to caustics. Took a while for our water purifier to catch up, so some drank tainted water, which is not good for you at all. I'm glad it's working again. Oh, we've all heard about Auntie's Choice grafting labs. Only cost you an arm and a leg. I do question their low-grade nostrums. Wireless says they are rushed to the market, might make everybody worse, hop them up, and gender dependence. Protectorate curatives are of the highest quality. So, I thank you for your advice, ill-considered as it may be. In the meantime, don't suppose you have any medical supplies to spare, do you? That you might kindly consider donating? Oh, no thank you. Not looking for anything that does more harm than good. I have enough ailments to manage already. From what I've heard about Auntie's medicaments, might poison a patient or cause them to grow an extra head or something. Never know what they're testing out on you.
My extra parts aren't side effects. That's your implication. And anyhow, I should think some minor side effects would be preferable to dying.
Honestly? Well, I'm a reasonable judge of character, and you seem upright. On behalf of my patients and I, thank you. We're all grateful. Guess outsiders aren't all just base individualists like they say on the wireless. Barring this being some tricky sales strategy, that is. This is a good start, but I fear it won't last long. Wouldn't happen to know a reliable means to procure more, would you? Oh, they'd just take us all in? Provide us with all the food and medicine and housing we'd ask for, would they? Doesn't align with how I've heard them depicted on the wireless. You almost make that sound reasonable, under a highly skewed, morally vacuous light. Not seeing a wealth of options here at present. I can watch my patients die, then face execution, or we can resettle elsewhere and remain alive. I lean toward the latter. The abandoned section of Westport ought to have some supplies. Should be enough medicaments down there to help our injured survive the trip to Fairfield. It's perilous, though. Well now, that should do nicely. Thank you. Hope those Crabbles didn't give you too much trouble. I recognize these patients require more care than I'm able to provide here. Seems like in Fairfield, I can get them the help they require. The one last additional thing we'll need is for Vigilant Hogarth to agree to it. It's less a concern about disloyalty, and more my respect for his abilities. He's a skilled leader, and we could sorely use his aid, from coordinating logistics to keeping up morale. I'll surely have my hands full with my patients. His presence on the journey would save lives. All right, be careful out there. Can't imagine telling Hogarth I'm leaving. Believe I'd feel additionally traitorous once I met his gaze.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Nice weather we have been having, or not having. Goodbye.
Following a modicum of testing, slurrylose will soon be found in all of our food products.
Auntie's choice. We put the art in artificial.
What nature made accidentally, we created on purpose.
Purple berry crunch, except no...
This unit beautifully acknowledges your presence.
Now with one daily chemicals and preservatives. Say, you've got your alien planting corollary in my invasive species fish paste.
You are a rugged space-faring frontier supertype. Try it. Despite the countless voices screaming in your head not to.
Oh, it's like sour milk and expired medicine. Yet despite this balefully rebarbative mouthfeel, I feel great.
Everyone knows some lubric's concoctions aren't supposed to taste good.
I'll say, it's like rotten fruit and decomposing fish combined.
That's how you know it's working.
Nannerfish restorative elixir. Additional health benefits, none of the delicious taste. New from Auntie's Choice, where nature ends, we begin. Give Auntie 2 bits, and she'll give you some new bits. Give Auntie 5 bits, and she'll give you a facial spritz.
choices in the name for a reason, my good subject. Without further ado,
I certainly don't want to sound like I'm questioning the paradigm, but why would the paradigm shut down all the automechs?
You're not questioning the paradigm. Sounds remarkably like questioning the paradigm. Maybe it's time for a little mental refreshment.
To inform on a neighbor is a blessing, Prudence says. I'm still waiting for a few thank yous.
For the best.
Why choose just any choice when you could choose?
Be on my way in 2 shakes of a raptidon's tail.
Say, hold up there, friend. Watch out. That way's a minefield.
Ha! I laugh at danger.
I'm very curious how the town is going to function without the general.
Trust the plan, preserve set progress, sustain the system, serve the sovereign.
A fine quote. My favorite is, we must rout all disruptive factors and invasive elements.
Their secret. I wish I could be more like them.
Don't follow the herd. Eat Purple Berry Crunch by Auntie's Choice. Every flavor-filled morsel is packed with the pep and pertinacity.
Certainly, a session of mental refreshment will help purge the non-paradigm culture.
Auntie's Choice is the proud maker of Spacer's Jaws.
Almost missed the routine certitude of my assigned profession.
Suspicious data. Unfamiliar source. Search failed. Source unclear. Unknown personnel possibly nearby. Readings inconclusive. Let me know when you need a distraction. Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Figured this ship would have departed by now. You know how Sentinels are. They take their time with traitors and instigators.
Got my lamps on a hostile.
Perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Perfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry.
They never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lagged. Seems suspect to me. Back to it.
Back again. Thought we were done for now. Break as many fingers as pleases you. Still won't change my tune. Wait, who are you? I'm certain I haven't seen you before. I remember all my oppressors.
We're not Protectorate. We're your ticket out of this hotbox. Esculepe sent us.
Esculepe? Zeb sent you? Wait, you're Niles, aren't you? Count on Zeb to go as far as raising the dead to help. But it's too late. I gather you haven't noticed the bodies in the pen here.
Oh. The others don't look like they suffered easy deaths. What happened?
Montelli, damn him! He executed March and Pharaoh outright, ranting about traitors. Then the Consul Sentinel arrived to conduct a preliminary interrogation. She tortured us for information. The others didn't survive her enthusiasm for the work. I'm only here because the Consul wants someone brought back to him, alive. Lucky me. Thanks. Can't take all the credit, though. The Sentinel seemed spent by the time she got to me. Wore herself out on the others, I guess. Quick, though, before I forget or we're interrupted, I memorized the cipher. It's 02519W. Should help Zeb decode the intelligence we sent him a whole lot faster. Kind of you to offer, but I'm not going anywhere.
If you're too hurt to walk, I'm sure the commander and I could...
No, it's not that. I need the Sentinel to take me onto that transport. I want her to think she's won. And then, just as we leave orbit, I'm going to blow her pretty ship to pieces.
That might just be the most ruthless bait and switch I ever heard. Your friends ought to be proud.
Thanks. Funny what ideas come into your head after losing a molar. I'm no martyr. If there was another way to protect Zebulon and our cell, I'd take it. But if I escape, the Protectorate will pursue me, and everyone I care about will be in danger. I'll make it look like an accident. Mechanical failure. When I was being tortured, I saw some frayed wires near the fuel system. With the right spark, I think I can ignite it.
I have my doubts. Even if she managed to spark a few wires, that ship's bound to have a fire suppression system. It would kick in if there was any real ignition.
What do you propose, then?
Not blowing yourself up, for starters.
You know how relentless the Protectorate is. But if I die, that's the end of it. The Consul will turn his attention elsewhere, and our cause can continue in the shadows. Please, if you can help me sabotage the transport, then help me. We don't have much time.
Might be I could sabotage the transport from the outside. Make it look like negligent maintenance. What do you think, Commander?
The others paid with their blood to protect the cause. How can I be unwilling to do the same? No. They'd probably tell me I was being foolish, acting rashly. But what if I'm right, and others die because I lived? All right. I'm going to trust you on this, if only because I don't feel my head screwed on quite right at the moment. I just hope you're not wrong. No point in remaining here then, is there? I'll need you to find a way to unlock the gate to this pen. If you can't manage it through nimble fingers, one of the guards nearby should have a key card on them.
All it took was some light instruction and a restorative cocktail to abrade my imperfections.
The sovereign provides, the system abides.
Well done. I can manage from here. Tell Zeb I'll rendezvous with him later, once I've identified a safe place to meet. One last request. Don't damage the transport. A lone escapee is already insult, but a sentinel killed, her transport destroyed? The Protectorate won't ignore such outright injury. Anyway, thank you again. Look after yourselves.
I know what Audra said, but what if she's wrong? I can't help thinking we shouldn't leave without bloodying the Protectorate's nose first. I could still go through with our plan from before. Sabotage the transport, make it look like an accident. Wouldn't be hard. I'm torn. On the one hand, Audra might be right. But when else are we gonna have a chance to take out one of the Consul's lackeys and a Protectorate vessel in one go? Thank you, Commander. Stay put. Shouldn't take me too long. Done. Won't go into the particulars, but you can trust that ship will blow the moment it hits orbit. Let's get back to Zeb. He still needs a cipher, and he'll want to hear about what happened with Audra.
Let your betters think for you. Reporting is so neighborly, suspicion rightly so. It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
They're stringing up their own people. Sick bastards.
Oh, these damned bodies. Why can't we just bury the lot of... Theoretically, it shall take me 4 hours to hang 8 bodies. But Montelli killed 6 more yesterday, and my shift only goes for 3 more hours. Sovereign's mercy. I fear hanging all these corpses is beyond my capabilities, and I certainly need no distractions. What is it you want? Is that you there? Why do you have an Auntie's Choice abomination in tow?
Careful now. You're speaking to a soldier who could put one between your eyes at 100 paces back. Lucky for you, I'm here in good faith.
Bah, no matter. I cannot afford to worry over you. I have a grave number of bodies to hang and not enough time to hang them. Now, what is it that you want? Perhaps not, but the current backlog of executed traitors is soon to be replenished. I have to make sure everyone gets a chance to be hung for display. Why would I do that? And be mindful, if you haven't your transfer orders, I don't have time to waste going idly back and forth with you. You are correct. If I were to let you in without apprehending you and placing you into these gibbets, it would cost me my life. Remember, the Sovereign sees all. May his grace be upon you.
You are approaching a restricted estate.
I politely request you cease defiling the corpses of our fallen brethren.
Check out that hole, Commander. Might be we can find ourselves a way in that avoids all the luster and bluster.
Ha! Made it in. Guess the Protectorate ain't so good at watching their own backs after all.
Sinking cover.
Quarry found.
Unexpected sight and/or sound. Origin unclear. Failure to detect source of anomalous data.
This paradigm we serve supplies people deserve. Prisoner 349893938.
Armed and ready.
Hostile ahead. What's the play, Commander?
Give Auntie 2 bits, and she'll give you some new glitz. Give Auntie 5 bits, and she'll give you a facial spritz. Your co-worker rivals get sleepy eyes.
These new official announcements sure are confusing.
Me, I stay hungry.
Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack. Whoever said humanity can't exist on bread and water never met you. Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack. Featuring our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated water tablets.
You've returned, but where are the others? Hold a moment. What's that in the sky? A Protectorate transport? What in the blazes was that? What of my team? That wasn't the vessel sent for them, was it? Tell me they were not on board.
A sentinel worked them over bad. Only Audra was still alive when we got there, and she was ready to blow herself up to take out that ship. Luckily, we found another way.
Damn the Protectorate. At least you were able to get through to Audra, and still find a way to avenge our fallen comrades. And what of the Cypher? Thank you. I was beginning to fear I'd have to decipher this intelligence the hard way. Perhaps I was mistaken about your commitment to making amends, Niles. Thank you for being true.
Can't fault you for having doubts. But I have changed. I am changing.
I hope you'll both forgive me my earlier disposition. I'm not normally so surly. I'm pleased Niles has found such a supportive friend and ally. That's a rare thing in this colony. I haven't much to reward you with, but take this. It's something I had started on for Niles long ago. Hopefully it fits. This information came at a steep price, but I'll put it to good use. Expect to hear from me should our cause require further assistance from the Earth Directorate's best. Never fear. Next time, I fully intend to involve you in said trouble before it develops into a full-blown predicament.
Reckon I like the sound of that. Until next time, then.
Just need to pack my things and I'll depart. Best not to stay in any one location for too long.
You've brought me my poor, hapless cousin. If only it were under better circumstances.
I don't believe there is any circumstance, cousin, in which you would celebrate our meeting. Whatever you intend to do, I can only hope you do it quickly.
Matriarch have mercy. So he has not only turned traitor, but he has also fallen prey to corporate manipulations. I thank you for bringing this to my attention. Look at you. Your lips are stained with snacks and Auntie's poison chalice. You have shamed our family.
Say what you might, cousin, but that sugary snack goodness was worth my life. I'd do it all again, had I an additional life to spare.
If only you had not strayed so far from home. Cadre, you know your orders. With that, our arrangement is concluded. You may cross the bridge. Remember, there will be no negotiations, no staying of hands north of the bridge. If you step out of line, may the matriarch have mercy on you. Montelli surely won't.
Commander, I think you and I need to have a chat.
Ain't no use lingering. Let's get across.
One step closer to DeVries.